So this is Trent with Heibel Vineyards. Welcoming you all to come and dug a mile worth of trench down the middle of the road and have two side-by-side 4-inch pipes coming down to bring our spring water down to us, and the other one goes to my aunt.
When did you produce your first wine?
The first vintage was 06. The vineyard was actually planted in 03. The breakdown is we have an acre of cab, which is the backside of the equipment barn.
Hey!
Oh, that squirrel get up the tree.
Yeah, that squirrel's gone.
Then the front side is Zinfandel and Petit Syrah. We have about 1.7, 1.8.
So what was your first production?
It was a blend of those three vintages. 2006, first vintage. We're calling it Lapas, which is kind of an Italian slang phrase, a nod to my father who passed away about 20 years ago. But kind of a prisoner-esque blend, if you will. It's about 55% cab, about 30% Zin, the remainder is Petit Syrah. Of the 6 barrels we produced, we're down to just over 40 cases left. And we released it right about timing of this food wine article that came out about 3 months ago. We're on the backside of Howell Mountain, which has a lot more water and has a cool little microclimate to it. So you can see some of the first redwoods right up here, but there's a monstrous one that was harvested and then got burned out.
Look. It's just like air conditioning.
Yeah. So when I get all my S together, there's a spot that I call tennis camp. In high school, our senior year, we had a tennis party up there. And it's a big redwood grove, and I want to put some barrels and have a little tasting station there. So it'll be, on average, 15, 20 degrees cooler than the valley floor.
And is this your property also?
This is all ours, yeah.
So how was the wine received?
Very well.
Good.
It's priced at $32 a bottle. Organically farmed, but not an organic wine. Just a nice medium-bodied red blend. The 07 will be bottling in about 3-4 weeks, and that'll be coming out in October. That one I added a little strong to it, touch of Syrah, and we'll have a little over about 9 barrels, so about 215 or so cases on that one. Half the springs during the summer. This is the first one of this crop. We're still within the hillside ordinance, anything below 30% slope. And I would almost leave it to 15 so we don't get too crazy. The other thing that we kind of have going for us is there's a whole bunch of pine trees that are falling over, starting right up here. So to get kind of a conversion permit to clean all that out, just do it in all one fell swoop. But our property line goes up a couple hundred yards that way, and we just kind of seal this in.
For your spice rack?
Just plant Bordeaux varietals. If we're above 1,400 foot elevation, this puts us in the Howell Mountain appellation, which is
Great.
my favorite, but I'd say in most people's top 3, because there are so many exceptional regions in Napa. But yeah, Howell Mountain is off the hook. The water dry. You can kind of see the equipment barn, little white roof just down.
Oh, yeah.
Just over the tree line. As we cruise down, you'll get a better view. But the back side is the cab, and then the triangular block that we drove in by is the long 9 rows are Zin, the short 9 rows are Petit Syrah, and then all the way up the fence line is about 120 or so Petit Syrah vines.
And then the way you harvest, are you keep them separate and blend after?
I
or
ferment them all separate,
Okay.
and then I'll blend in the spring, yeah.
Okay.
Spring or summer. Like the 08s, I need to taste through in the next couple of weeks. Want to get that blend finalized before harvest and all that. First blend. And it's just a nod to a phrase that my dad used to say. Lapasuk is the full phrase, and loosely translates to pumpkin sucker. But the Lapas jar was a tip jar in what is now Anna's Cantina. The family used to own it. It was called Ray's Place back until the late 80s.
Okay. And your dad was Ray?
He was actually John, but he bought it from a guy, Blackie Garangelli, no relation to us, who bought it.
Wherever you're seeing, I could deliver it, but I do have little order forms and all that sort of
We
stuff.
can order it and
Can you ship it?
I can be reached at www.hrvwines.com. Come check us out.
Thanks.
Right here, I have a little slicer right here. Okay, good.